Attention! Liverpool is keeping an eye on a major Fulham star. Fabrizio Romano confirms transfer news that is expected to prompt quick action from Liverpool. A significant update on Liverpool's £45 million star transfer is released. Hello to the fan of the greatest club in the world. Liverpool is eyeing a 26-year-old Portuguese superstar as a potential replacement for Luis Diaz, who has been facing recent form challenges. According to journalist Francois Plateau, the club is planning a swap, targeting Rafael Leao, the Milan winger, as a key player in this transition. Luis Diaz has struggled to maintain his form since returning from a knee injury last season, which kept him sidelined for 7 months. Nevertheless, the 26-year-old has managed to retain his position as the starting left winger under the guidance of manager Jurgen Klopp. However, Klopp has explored other options, such as Darwin Núñez and Cody, to rotate or replace Diaz in certain matches. Diaz's season has been further complicated by the kidnapping of his parents in his homeland. Despite unconditional support from the fans, known as copites, there are growing concerns about the Colombian's mental health after these traumatic events. On the technical side, Diaz has faced criticism for his difficulty in forming better chemistry with his teammates. The player has stood out for his dribbling ability, but sometimes opts to shoot instead of creating assists. Francois Plateau reported on the X platform that Liverpool is willing to offer more money to Diaz to facilitate the signing of Rafael Leao from Milan. The Reds see Leao as the perfect heir to Sadio Mane, highlighting his height, physical build, and athletic abilities. However, Leao faces criticism for his lack of consistency in overall gameplay and defensive contribution, especially noted by respected figure Arrigo Sacchi, who is admired by Klopp. In comparison, despite fair criticism, Diaz is considered a more effective team player than Leao. Additionally, the inflated price of the Portuguese international adds an unnecessary risk factor to this potential transaction. The unfolding of this possible swap promises to be intriguing, with fans and analysts closely monitoring Liverpool's moves in the transfer market. Do you believe that Rafael Leao would be a perfect replacement for Luis Diaz? Share your opinion here. Liverpool is expressing strong interest in Calvin Phillips, aiming for his potential arrival at Anfield. Dharmesh Sheth, a Sky Sports reporter, outlined the reasons why Jurgen Klopp might face obstacles in trying to lure the Manchester City star during the January transfer window. Klopp, buoyed by positive Premier League results, is looking to strengthen his team and has identified Phillips as a possible addition. Phillips, known as a defensive midfielder, has emerged as a valuable option for the Reds, who are now competing for his signing with other clubs, including Newcastle United and the Italian giant Juventus. Manchester City, led by Pep Guardiola, has signaled that Phillips is free to seek a new club for more regular playing time. However, Sheth expresses doubts about Liverpool's ease in winning this race, suggesting that Manchester City may hesitate to negotiate with a direct competitor in the Premier League title race. The rivalry between the two clubs is highlighted by the example from the previous summer when City allowed players to move to Arsenal, which ultimately became a major rival in the title race. The reporter notes that, despite rumors of interest from other top clubs like Liverpool, City may not be willing to facilitate a transfer to a direct competitor. Sheth speculates about Phillips's preferences, suggesting that the player likely wants to stay in the Premier League. Amid these speculations, Sheth highlights that a potential move would benefit not only the player, but also the clubs involved. However, uncertainty persists, and the final decision may depend not only on Phillips' willingness but also on Manchester City's readiness to negotiate with a potential rival. Fan, do you believe that the rivalry between Manchester and Liverpool could be a significant obstacle in Phillips's transfer negotiations? Yesterday, Wednesday, Fabrizio Romano brought to light a transfer news that could have significant implications for a player loaned by Liverpool. The renowned Italian journalist took to social media to announce that RB Leipzig had completed the signing of Eljif Elmas from Napoli. The Bundesliga club confirmed the news almost simultaneously, revealing that the transaction involved a €25 million contract extending over 5 years. The arrival of the North Macedonian midfielder at Leipzig adds an additional obstacle for Fabio Carvalho in his quest for regular playing time under the guidance of Marco Rose. Recent reports indicate that Liverpool is considering recalling the 21-year-old from his loan spell at the Red Bull Arena due to a shortage of minutes on the field. with only one Bundesliga appearance this season. Elmas's signing further complicates the situation for the former Fulham midfielder, making it challenging for him to stand out at Leipzig. This market move may prompt the Reds to intensify negotiations to prematurely conclude Carvalho's temporary stint in Germany. Despite the challenges Carvalho would face to secure his spot in Jurgen Klopp's team, he could become a valuable option to compensate for Mo Salah's absence during the African Cup of Nations. Another option could be loaning him to a club where he would have more opportunities for regular playing time. With the transfer news on Wednesday, Carvalho's prospects in Leipzig now seem bleaker, raising questions about how this situation will impact the young talent from Liverpool. The unfolding of this plot promises to be intriguing and could directly influence the future of the promising Fabio Carvalho. Liverpool has taken the initiative to establish contact with Fulham with the aim of negotiating left-back Anthony Robinson during the January transfer window, as reported by 90 Min. The Reds' situation on the left side has become delicate due to injuries to Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas, leading to improvisation with Joe Gomez in that position in the last 2 games. Faced with these concerns, Liverpool is actively exploring the possibility of signing a new left-back, and in this context has initiated talks with Fulham to assess Robinson's availability. The 26-year-old player, whose exceptional performance was acknowledged with the signing of a new 5-year contract in July, has maintained a high level throughout the year, contributing 3 goals in 18 matches. According to sources confirmed by 90 Min, Robinson is open to a move to Anfield, adding a positive aspect to the ongoing negotiations. Liverpool is now intensifying its efforts in the hope of reaching a satisfactory agreement with Fulham and securing the services of the left-back. This potential transfer represents a strategic response from the Reds to fill the gap on the left side and strengthen the squad, highlighting the club's proactive approach in the face of challenges. Fans eagerly await to see how this process will unfold and whether Anthony Robinson, with his established talent, will become a valuable addition to Liverpool this season. What are your thoughts on Liverpool's interest in Anthony Robinson? Do you believe it's a good reinforcement? Thank you very much for watching until here. Until next time.